Hi everyone, this is Manish Chauhan from JagoInvestor.com, and today we are going to talk about child policies. What we'll discuss today is how do you create your own child policy like structure yourself. There are many child policies in market. There are many ULIP child policies. There are many traditional policies which are for children future. But today we are going to talk about how do you create your own child policy. So we have to ask few questions. The main question is, what does a child policy solve? So if you are buying a child policy, what are the topmost things it should give you? The first thing which I can think of is it should give you a lump sum money on death. The second thing is it should provide yearly income for your child education. And the third thing is it should provide a lump sum amount for higher education for your child when he turns 20 or 21, whatever is the age. So you can do this by combining term plan and by doing separate investments. So in case you die, the term plan will take care of everything, all these three things. And in case you do not die, whatever investments you are doing, it will take care of the lump sum amount which you want for your higher education. So let us see how you can combine it. So we'll package term insurance and the investments which you will do yearly into one, and we'll call it as your child policy. So the first thing, let's look at the term plan. So when you take a term plan, when you die, your family will get some lump sum amount, and out of that lump sum amount, it can be broken into three things, and all these three things, the 3 points which we just saw, all those can be met. So the first thing is that out of the money which your family gets, one part they can take as a lump sum on your death, and the second part can be invested in some product. It can be anything which your family is comfortable with. That will provide an yearly income to them, so they can withdraw some amount every year. And the third part can be again invested in something which will grow, and when your child attains an age where he needs money for his higher education, that money can be utilized. So out of your term plan proceeds, that money can be divided into three things, and these three things can be achieved. Now let us see what happens if you do not die. If you do not die, there will be some parallel investments which you will be doing, and it will help you if you survive. So whatever investments you are doing, that will grow to a certain amount, and that will help you in getting money for your child higher education. And if you die after say 10 years or 5 years, still there will be some amount which you will get from this investments, plus you will get money from your term insurance also. So by combining term insurance and your investment, you can call this whole structure as a child policy. The only thing is you have to do some additional work here. Your family will have to do some additional work, but it's not too much. Actually, you can direct them that what to do exactly, and they just have to do it. And it will be, I feel that this is a good structure because this doesn't have any additional cost, because the products here are very simple. Term plan is there, and some other investments will be there, like it can be PPF, it can be fixed deposit. If your family understands mutual fund, it can be balance funds also. And the best thing about it is that if you have to take your money out after say 3-4 years, when you start this whole structure, it doesn't have too much restrictions which other child policy has, and the return out of this whole structure turns out to be much better compared to the other child plans already there. So now we will see a calculator which will help you in calculating some numbers. You can punch in your numbers and you can calculate few things. So let's see that calculator as the next thing. Now let us see this calculator which will help you in doing some calculations. You can see there are few things which you have to fill here. The first thing you have to fill is what is the lump sum amount your family should get in case you die. So I have put 50 lakh rupees here. You can put your own numbers. The second thing is what is the yearly money required for your child education every year. So here I have put 50,000 rupees, and for how many years do you want this income to be there? So I have put 20 years here. and the inflation assumed is 9%. So whatever income your child is getting for his education, that will also increase by inflation. Generally, most of the child policies in the market do not take care of this part. They always give you consistent income. So if it is 50,000, it is 50,000 in year 1. If it is 50,000 in year 2, year 10, year 20, every year it is same. Most of the policies have it like that, but that's not the right way. What you want is it should also increase by inflation. So here we have considered that. And then what is the return on investment assumed? So once you are dead, your family will get the claim, they will get the money, and then they will invest it somewhere. So I have taken it as 8%. It's because I have assumed that they will be investing in a fixed deposit, which has around 8% return. It can be anything which you feel is the right number. And then finally you have to put that what is the amount of money required for your child higher education. So I have put it as 25 lakh rupees. This is the future amount after 20 years, because you have put 20 as the number. So in order to achieve this, there are two things you have to do. This whole calculation gives you two things. The first thing is that you have to get a term plan for 65 lakh, and you have to start investments of 50,000 rupees on a yearly basis in something which will provide 8% return to you. Now if you do this, all these things can be achieved, and now we will see that how do you do that. So in case you die, we'll see that what happens if you die. If you die, we are assuming that it will happen in initial years. So if you die, your family will get term plan sum assured, that is 65 lakh 48,000 rupees. And now there are three things your family will have to do. Just direct them that this is what you do when you get this term insurance money. The first thing is they can take out the 50 lakh sum assured, like 50 lakh out of this whole 65 lakh rupees, and that will achieve your first thing, which is the first thing you had put was lump sum money your family should get is 50 lakhs. So out of this 65 lakhs, your family will get 50 lakh rupees, and then they will have 15 lakh 48,000 as remaining money. Out of that, they can do a one-time investment for 20 years, and assuming that the return is 8%. So they can do a fixed deposit for 20 years. They can buy something which has a maturity after 20 years, and the assumption is that it will give you 8% compounded return. And this will make sure that it turns out to be 25 lakh rupees after 20 years. So this will take care of your child higher education, the third part. And then 5 lakhs is gone there, 5 lakh 36,000 is gone there. And the last part is that remaining 10 lakh rupees they can invest as a lump sum one time, and that will start giving them a yearly income of 50,000 rupees. Here the assumption is they are investing in a fixed deposit which is going to give yearly interest, and that would turn out to be 50,000 rupees. So they can start withdrawing 50,000 rupees in the first year, then in the second year they can withdraw more than 50,000, which is as per inflation, and this will ultimately in 20 years this whole money will exhaust. So this whole all these numbers are very indicative, and it can little bit here and there is okay, but the idea is to get a right figure and a direction. That's all. Don't argue that, you know, what if I withdraw 55,000 rupees, what if it exhausts in 18 years or 17 years. All that will happen, but the whole thing is you're getting a right direction, and you're moving in the right way. That's all. So instead of 65 lakhs, you can take 70 lakh, you can take 60, though it's fine. And then what happens if you do not die? If you do not die, then the investments which you are making, the 50,000 rupees investments which you are doing, that will accumulate to 25 lakhs in next 20 years, assuming the rate of return of 8%. So you can play around with these numbers. You can change this number. Let me show you. Say your child is say 5 years old, and you want to accumulate the money for his higher education in 15 years, in next 15 years. Just change this number to 15 and you can see the numbers changing. You can say that I want inflation to be at 7%. Then you can see that the numbers change. if you want that for higher education you want say 50 lakh rupees, then you can just change these numbers and just put a enter. So you can see that the numbers are changing. This is very indicative, but it gives you a right direction. So that is all. I would say you just play around this calculator. You can download this calculator from the article and start playing with the numbers. Check with the calculations. I have tried my best to make sure that the numbers are right. So that is all. If you have any questions, just comment on the article or just shoot an email to me and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks a lot.